say that, girl, don't tell me you could say that shit. All she want is payback for the way I always play that shit.
You know, there's not a lot of things that I really think are valid when it comes to claims about, whether or not somebody is better than another player or not, or like whether someone is the best player in the world. Really, you need solid evidence for a claim like that. But one thing that tends to happen a lot in this community is overrated players being praised for just existing, really. And it's kind of annoying because players who work so hard to be so good and honestly really are so good, I can name so many players that are just have worked so hard to get good. I'm talking T-Fug, Ryder, King, Lucas, Tywer, Ahmad, all those people who are just actually decent and good players who've put countless hours of effort into being able to 3-cat spam or just shit. Some of them are good at 4. It's like Zareth, Zeus, and I guess FRR. There's just so many good players out there that do not get the recognition that they deserve. And it's kind of annoying, because then there's people who are just, gifted that praise of, oh my god, you're so good. And in today's video, that main focus is going to be Esoteric. Esoteric, I just want to say that I don't hate his content at all. In fact, I have watched his videos, and although they seem kind of like forced humor, and kind of passionless, to be honest, I don't think that they're bad videos. I don't think that they're lazily put together shit shows. I think that they're fine. But his skill as a player is bad. He's not a good player. He's like if someone were to come to me and ask me to teach him how to 3-cat spam, he would be like 1 day into training level. He just genuinely isn't that good. And what's really annoying is the fact that he thinks he's so good. And I've been sent clips of him saying all the time, of him saying he's the best player in the world, and he drops 40s in FFA. Even 50s are becoming so unbelievably average for people to drop. If Esoteric can consistently drop 60 to 65, people would think a lot more of him. But if you look at his videos, most of his kills in private matches are ultimatum, and then he does get pretty satisfying streaks of 3-cat, but you actually need to put skill to get really, really good, players like King and Lucas, and is really annoying because I feel so bad for players who are not recognized. I really do, because think of this, players like Kill Assist, he is so low in subs and views, but deserves so much more than he's getting, because Kill Assist is actually really good. In my opinion, Kill Assist is probably within the top 25 players in the entire game. He's really good, but yet he has such a low sub count, such a low view count, but he gets so much more satisfying good clips, and you can really tell where the effort comes from there. And it's just really annoying and sad that players like that don't get recognition. And honestly, I'm really happy for my friend Rip, who's now getting a lot of views on pretty much all of his videos. He put so many months and months and months into 3-cat spam to get as good at the game as he is now, and now he's getting more views. He's in the thousands now. I'm really happy for him. When I saw that yesterday, I was really, really happy, because I remember when I met Rip, he didn't even do YouTube, and he was kind of bad. But to see him progress as a player is honestly insane. He got so much better from putting that effort in. And I think that it's really cool that he's starting to get the recognition for that. And there's so many players who are like that. You can go back on YouTube and watch pro community players progression of 3-cat spam. They started off being an absolute Ned, and then they ended up becoming really, really good now. And people in the game are still getting better and better. People are starting to drop 70 to 80. A year ago, that wasn't even something that was happening. People were dropping 45 to 50, and we're seeing that go up and up and up and up. I'm thinking eventually we're gonna have people who are dropping 90s every 4 games. It could probably happen, and honestly, it is possible if people just have that good of aim. I just think that it's so annoying that Esoteric hasn't come out and said anything. Why hasn't ESO said, hey, I'm not the best player in the world? Why has he said, I am the best player in the world? ESO, man, listen, you make okay videos, but your content is largely based around editing, and your skill is not good. I really don't know how else to say that. Like, your skill as a 3-cat spammer is how I played, like, back in August. Like post rocket jump, I was really buns at 3-cat spam, but I can still, you know, get like 10 kills and put it together to make it look good, right? That's kind of where you're at, ESO. And honestly, there's probably going to be a lot of fanboys in my comments. And honestly, you can hate me. Just know I don't hate Esoteric. I just think that it's really bad that he thinks he's the best player in the world when there are literally, like, hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of players that are way better than him. You know, like, Esoteric is incredibly average. It just bothers me a lot. It really, really bothers me that he does that. And honestly, like, now with this, like, space, like, drama, he's like, oh, this guy's better than me, let's just hate on him. Oh my god. Like, it just genuinely annoys me so much. So for any of the ESO fanboys down there, you can hate me all you want, you can dislike the video all you want. I really don't care. ESO is decent. He's an average, like, 3-cat player. I don't think he's dog shit, you know, but he's not good. And it's really fucking annoying that people, like, praise him for being the best player in the game when there's so many people who are better. It really needs to stop because, again, the recognition for players who actually put in the effort to be really, really good at the game don't get enough of that recognition. And it's just so annoying, man. It really is. I really don't understand why people think that just because you have a lot of subs means that you're going to be like the best player in the world. And shit, I'll admit, I've seen it in my comments too, people saying that I'm the best player in the world, which is absolutely not the truth at all. I've gotten pretty good at the game. There are so many players who are more consistent than I am and better than I am, but, you know, it really all comes down to the people who are actually really, really good. And, you know, I know a lot of these players, and it's really cool to see them be really consistently dropping 60s, like, every game. And unfortunately, ESO doesn't have that, and I don't think that he should be getting the recognition that he has. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. I think it's stupid. I think it's bullshit, but really there's nothing we can really do besides educate ourselves on who's actually good at the game, and unfortunately that's not Esoteric. Even I could be Esoteric, Rip could be Esoteric, Cal could be Esoteric, and these are all my friends that I'm naming off here. My friend Johnny could definitely be Esoteric. Like, pretty much every player that I know, even Blixie probably. But anyway, I don't want to be ranting for too much longer. I just hope that people, like, really realize that there's a lot of players that are good. And honestly, if you look up pro PG3D players, you can, like, find, like, lists of players that are really, really good and, like, look for the more recent ones. And in those lists, you can, like, discover players that you probably have never heard of before. You go to their channel and then you better subscribe because those guys are insane, because they really deserve that recognition. You guys don't know how much they actually deserve it. Anyway, I hope all the ESO fanboys don't, like, hate on me too hard here. It's the truth. It really is, guys. Whether or not you want to acknowledge it is up to you. But anyways, I love you guys. See you tomorrow. Peace.